Hello children, a very pleasant morning. Hope you are taking proper care of your health. Dear students, today I am going to explain a very short but interesting poem of Carl Sandburg named Fog. It's poem 9 Fog by Carl Sandburg. Before proceeding, let's have a glance at today's content. Today we shall cover up about the poet, central idea of the poem, new words, explanation, poetic devices used and message conveyed through the poem. About the poet, Carl Sandburg was a well-known American poet, writer and editor. He won 3 Pulitzer Prizes, 2 for his poetry and 1 for writing a wonderful biography of Abraham Lincoln. He was widely regarded as a major figure in contemporary literature. Among his poems, Fog is the shortest poem but has strong reflections. Let's move to the central idea of the poem. Fog, this poem is probably Sandburg's best known poem. This is a short poem of 6 lines but has a deeper and strong meaning. This is a poem that reflects Sandburg's interest in the natural world. The poet beautifully captures those moments when the fog came moving in over the harbor and cities. The poet gives a powerful image of the fog through a metaphorical cat. The poet sees the fog as a cat that comes on tiny silent feet as cats do while they are stalking. Like a cat, the fog sleeps and slides silently. This is what the poet wants to explain in this poem. The title Fog, this is an extended metaphor for cat. Let me read out this poem for you and give you the new words and then I shall explain. The fog comes on little cat feet. See students, fog means mist, tiny water droplets present in the air, that is called fog. It sits looking over harbor. Harbor means port or a place on coast where ships load and unload, that is called harbor. And city on silent hunches. Students, hunches means sitting with knees bent. Bending the knees, sitting with knees bent is hunches. And then moves on. Moves on means proceeds, moves forward. So the poet tries to create a beautiful natural scene by his comparison of the fog and the cat. In the beginning 2 lines, the fog comes on little cat feet. In these 2 lines, the poet describes the process of the arrival of the fog into the city. The poet says that the fog appears very slowly and stealthily, just as a cat comes slowly and silently and engulfs the entire city, avoiding anyone noticing it. It sits looking over harbor and city. See, in these 2 lines, line 3 and 4, the poet describes about the fogs watching over the harbor and city. The poet says that the presence of the fog over the city seems as if a cat is sitting silently on its haunches and looking over the harbor and the city. On silent hunches. It sits looking over harbor and city on silent hunches. In these 3 lines, the poet describes about the fogs watching over the harbor and city. The poet says that the presence of the fog over the city seems as if a cat is sitting silently on its hunches, on its knees, bending its knees and looking over the harbor and the city. Then in the concluding line, and then moves on. In this concluding line, the poet describes about the departure of the fog. The fog leaves the place after some time stealthily without being noticed by anyone, just as a cat disappears silently from the scene. So, this way, very beautifully, the poet brings a picture of similar picture, resemblance between fog and cat. Thus, this fog is an extended metaphor for cat. Now, let's see the poetic devices used. This poem does not have any regular rhyme scheme. You have seen it is in free verse. The poetic device of metaphor is very beautifully, effectively used in comparing fog to a cat. In line 3, it sits looking. Here, in this line, personification has been used. The fog has been personified in saying it sits looking. It sits looking. Apart from this, the poetic device of enjambment has been used in beginning from line 3rd up to last line. There is no punctuation mark. It sits looking over harbour and city on silent hunches and then moves on. Full stop is there at the end. There is no punctuation mark in the line. So the poetic device of enjambment has been used here. Now the message conveyed. This poem serves as a motivation for people. The poem conveys a great message that difficulties come but they are not to stay forever. Just like fog, difficulties come and go. So one need not be hopeless and lose courage when any problem occurs in life. One should rather think of it as fog, means it has come but will have like to go like fog. However, difficulties are unpredictable like fog. No one knows when it will come and when it will disappear. Moreover, students, the strong part of the poem is silence. Both fog and cat do everything silently and swiftly. In the same way, humans can also learn to pursue their goals quietly, noiselessly. We should indulge in our duty without being loud or any disturbance to others. This is what the poet wants to convey through this poem. So students, hopefully you have understood the poem well. Keep learning and have a good day. Thank you.